Hey, what's up? My name is Paul Solt, and I've been working on a game project. I didn't plan to work on a game project, but Codex made it too easy. So I want to share my game dev workflow with you. Now, I've made games in the past. I worked on a game called Impulse that was at the Arcade Expo back in 2008. Did the particle systems, and then I worked on a game with another developer. I hired an artist and a composer, and we made a game called Bomb Dodge, which you can download on the App Store. The link is down below. I want to talk about this new game that I'm building with Codex. It is changing the way I can work, and it's just like such a creative outlet. So, this game that I have on screen is called Raptor, The Call of the Shadows. And I played this growing up. You play as this like fighter pilot, and you've got mines, you've got ships that can shoot you. There's all kinds of really interesting things, and it's like a dodging game, and I just absolutely love it. There's boss fights and all kinds of things. I was never really good at it. We only had the shareware version growing up as kids, and we just played it on repeat. It was one of those staples that we played along with like the shareware version of Commander Keen, um, and it was just so much fun. I was never very good at it, but like it just is fun. So that is Raptor. That got me excited. I started making a little prototype with just a friend on a Zoom call, and I want to see how far we could take it. And it turns out really far. And now I've taken it even further. It's pretty fun to play. So I'll give you a sneak peek of it. This is it running right now. I want to show you sort of the progression of like where this started. And this has got some new art that I just got in. I'm really excited about it. I still need to work on the tile map, but it's just incredible what you can do with it. So I've been working in the Codex app, but the Codex app was getting a little bit laggy, so I switched back to the Codex CLI, just because it's less laggy and I can just work faster. So I've got two agents. I've got Jim over on the right, and I've got, I think, Bob over on the left, or is it Sue? I forget which one. This is Bob on the left. They did an insane amount of commits over the last 3 days. Like I think I had like 150 commits. It was just insane. Some of the stuff, like they were just going off the rocker. I have no idea what they were doing. All I care about is playtesting and doing this stuff. So I want to show you what it looked like when I first got it up and running. Then we'll talk about the new artwork. And apparently I somehow killed that folder. So let's find it again. So the very first thing I had, is this going to like me? They modified. It's not exactly accurate, but this is the very first thing I had. I just was like, make me something like Call of Shadows Raptor, because it was just such a fun game. I like shooting, I like dodging things. I totally forgot that this didn't actually have the enemies shooting me. It just was like dodging shapes. It was more like Space Invaders at this point. And then so the next thing I asked it to do was go ahead and get me some images. So I generated some images, and this was the first like scene of getting those images in. I'm using SpriteKit, Mac OS, native Swift coding. There's no like janky wrappers here, but it didn't add the images properly to actually see them. I had to help it fix that. Just give it a couple extra prompts, and then all of a sudden it's like magical. Like this is awesome. It gave me 3 different maps. They don't quite tile, but like they're long enough that it just feels believable. The units were super cool. They don't quite fit the art style, but like it's just really exciting. It's just like seeing the possibilities of what was possible, and then sort of taking it a little bit further. And I don't know why this stuff's not sorted properly. So let's see if we can sort it. So I did a lot of different stuff. And then I started making a level editor. So this is like V1 of the level editor, improving it, having like the ability to see the sort of musical composition of enemies, and then play test it, sort of see what like damage output's going to be, like how crazy it's going to be, to where I am right now, which is this is the latest stuff. So like new art drop. Some of this stuff is absolutely ridiculous, and some of it's kind of cool. The art style seems to be somewhat inconsistent. Like some of them were the style that I wanted, some of them are not symmetrically valid, which might be interesting if you want to make a game called Misfits. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys. But like there's some bosses, there's some player characters. Like some of this stuff's cool if it just didn't look so janky. And the art style seems to like bounce around a little bit. So like I had issues with this on the models. Like some of the stuff's like that one is so cool. I love it. It's like a kamikaze dive bomber. This guy right here. So I worked on shooting patterns. I've got some art direction. Got all that done. I still need to work on the looping texture. Like I had something. Um, I have doodad placement, but it's not like great right now. I've got a random map generator. It's not great right now. Um, I'm not doing any animations yet. We did get shadows and we got the auto track minigun. I didn't put the laser turret in. So it's just like really exciting, like what's possible. In upcoming tasks, I'm going to start working on the art. So I need to get that tile map, and the units aren't great, but this was fantastic when I played it. So I've got an enemy lab, and I don't know, like I just had this random idea to make this thing so that I could start play testing stuff. There's different encounters that it can create, and it just started including all of this new artwork. So let's go into full screen game mode, and we can just start playing against like these beefy guys. And if they're not beefy enough, like we can tone them up. So like over on the unit editor, I can go in here and I can like jack this guy up, play this unit, whatever this is, and I can make them really beefy so that they're hard to kill. I actually have to shoot them. And if we just play this unit and we can auto replay, you can just sort of see like how hard is it to kill these things. We can turn the hit points up and make them like impossible, and just sort of see, okay, my gun is like ineffective. I'm going to need like laser guns or some kind of progression to kill these things. I'm a big fan of like dodging and just trying to stay alive. There is some progression to like increase damage and stuff. I don't love that. I love the dodging aspect. So like if I have to move around, like, and I have to do some risky things to shoot down these enemies, like that's kind of exciting. And now I can dynamically like make these kamikazes. So it's like, okay, now they're going to track me. They're going to try to shoot me, crash into me. I can change the shot speed so that they're not flying behind the shot, hopefully. I don't know if they're accelerating. That might be why the shot is. I have not tested this, so I don't know if that actually works. But if they're accelerating down, they're going to pass the shot that they're shooting. Yeah, I don't think I can make this fast enough. So that's a miss on the AI. And then I can like tone up or down the damage. Right now the volleys are not working. I can change them so that they're bigger. I can make them smaller. They feel like gnats. And I can do this all live. Like this is like so cool. There's some kind of aim offset. They're gonna shoot sideways versus straight in front. And then we can do sweeping. Like there's all kinds of fun things. So what I could also do, I don't know if I have a button here. Can we re-roll this guy? And if we change him, is he still on kamikaze? He still looks like he's on kamikaze. Or I have to hit play again. Okay, so now we've just shifted how they fight. Oh, now they're coming back up. So if you don't kill these guys, they come back. So it's just incredible. Dude, I don't even know. Oh, that volley is amazing. So this one actually has the parallel volley on the return. Like, why did it decide to start shooting? Who's doing that? Oh, they only attack at a certain spot. That's insane. Um, okay, so this time I'm finally seeing the volley. I don't know if the other guy just doesn't live long enough. Then I've got the whole encounter. I don't know if this is going to show me. Okay, so we can sort of see this is an encounter. It's kind of like musical notes is how I wanted to think about it. And it's going to allow me to sort of play test, like what does it look like if these like come on screen, do some weird stuff, and then move around. So if we played this encounter, I think we're gonna see different. Now we're gonna see different units. Um, and so it's just like controlling this and like tweaking things. So that's alternating stagger. We could try playing this encounter, which is mirror, which I'm not exactly sure what that means. We got like some rogue guy coming from the bottom. Whoa. It's super helpful to have this mini turret to get the guys out of the way. I don't even know what this is visualizing, but that's pretty cool. And I think go loop return lines. Like I have no idea what it's rendering right now. Like some of this is a little bit buggy, but like it's the intention of like giving me some controls. And so this is where you just need some fine like these guys coming back from the bottom are insane. Um, so pesky. And then it's in the bottom right corner, you can see it is giving me like the live difficulty rating that it's sort of calculating based on the guys on screen. Some of these guys are not shooting me, which is making this a little bit too easy. So they might be just not good enemies. So then if we go back to play test, let's see if we can just re-roll selected. Can I just re-roll everything? Keeps moving stuff around, so select. It looks like it took away the option that I had before. So if I play this, there's going to be a new encounter. And then it should advance to the next after completion. I don't think that worked. These guys going to spawn. Let's hit play selected. So these guys are mine layers as opposed to like a static mine. There was a static mine in Raptor. So this has been just like really cool. Then you got like the jiggle guy who's asymmetrical and looks so janky. We got this big bad boy. It's not shooting me enough. It should be shooting more. We got some of this. So this is all new like character art. Whoa. What is that? It animated the colors. That's crazy. So far, I think all the enemies have been facing down, which is good. I feel like little bees. I hope they don't come back. I don't know if we're playing the same guy, Zigzag Saucer. I like how they say Zigzag Saucer and it looks nothing like a saucer. I need to talk to my agent about that. I asked it for unique names for things. Ooh, that's nice. So having spread is cool. I don't know what that guy is like. It's cool. But I really like what I enjoyed was being able to come in here, make one of these guys kamikaze, and then just play that. It's like that's intense. And then if I can control volley spread or shot damage or shot speed, some of these guys might not be able to shoot fast enough just because this guy's okay. Now he's shooting a lot faster. And so just being able to tweak these things and then just try out like what feels good. And then you start composing like the different groups. It just allows you to sort of play test like what's kind of fun, what kind of patterns emerge just based on like the specific unit composition. Okay, so that is my game. That is my like work in progress level editor. Giving me some preview of like how these units behave, if they can shoot off screen, stuff like that. Like I'm just tweaking it as I go. And so like that's the really exciting thing about this. I made some music with another agent. And it's just really exciting to sort of see the progression that is available, that is possible. So up next, what I'm going to be doing is better art. I need to do some more planning. I was just like throwing stuff over the fence at the agent. I was like, it's going to need some work. Where are the tile map tasks? Okay, I don't know if those got closed out or if they were never actually formalized. It like the amount of tasks that it did really exploded. I just sort of told it to work and then continue, 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 and it did a lot of extra work. This guy's been working on some of my tooling and my app creator skill. In working on this project, I've been updating my app creator skill, which I plan to share, but probably in beta, because it's kind of my workflow and it's got a lot of different tools and stuff. It's not just a simple skill, but I use it to spin up new projects. So that's one of the things I'm working on. I don't know if there's anything else to show. Like these are all the new units. Um, I thought this one looked pretty cool. Like I was excited when I saw this first. It gave me a little hope for it. It's not pure pixel art. Like when you look at the details, it's kind of like a little off. And maybe I do need to pixelize it better to make it like all match. But like the intent is there, and like just being able to like create things out of thin air and then play test. Looks like this one didn't actually get rid of some of the artifacts around it. So some of them are not as clean, and this guy's just like looks like the flood or something messed it up. I had to duct tape it back together. What I wanted was like certain areas where I could have shots originate from. Like, so when you're thinking about where or how these things are shooting, like this could be a big laser cannon or something. These could potentially detach. So it's just like thinking about character design of like what do these spaceships do? Like this was the current player character. This is the one kamikaze guy I like a lot. Then thinking about some ships, because Raptor had ships, like having like things launch out of here or lasers or something would be really interesting. And thinking about like how does that need to read on screen? Just some really cool stuff. And those are just ships. The backgrounds I thought were really cool. I really like the idea of this. If I can make these like actual turrets on the ground interactive, that would be really cool. So that comes back to like the level editor, like being able to have like randomly generated. I don't know how this is going to work exactly, but randomly, maybe that's like fractal random terrain generation or something to create these things, or if I actually need to code up like how that actually gets painted um, and textured. And then having like beaches and roads, like these roads don't really make a whole lot of sense, but like you get the intent, and seeing like the installations and stuff is kind of cool. And having like cliffs instead of just beaches is cool. Grass and dirt and trees and potentially shrubs or doodads like cars and buildings. So that's really exciting. And then this was another concept. And then this was another concept. The thing I'm liking is like I just love the colors in this. Like these vibrant colors really make me excited. So I think that might be a direction of just playing around with, seeing if I can generate water that looks like this on a tile map and then animating it so that it's got like this wavy pattern, or maybe having the waves, because Raptor does the waves, and that was always super kind of cool. And then just generating art assets that the AI can sort of generate landmass, populate, stylize, and make it super cool. So I'm not quite there, but like this is super fun. I'm gonna get this on test flight in the near future. It's currently not passing something, so I've messed something up. But like just playing this, it's just kind of fun to try out the dodging mechanic. I still need to like refine it a lot. But like this has just been a fun little weekend experiment, and I haven't spent a whole lot of time with it this weekend because I didn't have the time. Um, but it's been kind of fun, and my daughter played it, so it's a bonus points. All right. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more stuff, or if you want me to sort of show more of the process, I can do that. I didn't have time because my daughters are coming home and I'm going on a run. So I will catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy playing around with Codex or Claude Code, whatever you're using. I'm a big fan of Codex because I think it's just smarter. I pay $200 a month, so I've been doing that for a while. Yeah. So enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.